Hi everyone, and welcome to Enlightenment TV. Now by the title of the video you can already sort of guess and whatever, and of course as always I can see already the voices in the head. This is a goddess, you cannot meet her, what a bullshit, blah blah blah. But then kind of okay, let's have a look. So that's why you're here, right? How can anybody meet a goddess? So this was like 3-4 weeks ago, I don't remember exactly. Shortly before I left Germany, all the magic happened. I guess this is when I just booked my flight and everything kind of started to release itself, and I could detach myself from this cold weather and this being alone feeling and whatever. So yeah. So just a thing in between, kind of like, probably that's why I'm doing this all the time. Sam said, this is a good friend on Facebook and a master in this whole flat earth stuff. This is like the guy who knows everything about the flat earth. He is like, the top hat on this one. And he said, enlightenment is kind of like thinking that you're walking through a dark room. You obviously can't rush through it. You must focus and you must go slowly about and absorb everything that surrounds you. And the best way of picturing it is moving through a dark room. You can't run through it. You must slowly move and touch every item that like what's going on. There's the desk, there's the bed, whatever. So probably for that reason I move always in darkness. Like when I walk in my house, I switch on the light as little as possible, and when I go up the stairs, up and down, I like never switch on the light and so on. I always feel things. Probably that's why you're like already training yourself in feelings, more focus on feelings. So as usually I would go for a walk, means I just go and, like I said, well, when I go for a walk into the forest, so I would go for a walk / for a smoke, and yeah, and then I would leave my the door of my apartment open, because that's what my neighbor always does. Also, she keeps the key on the outside when she leaves, because we live in a four party house, and like everyone knows everyone, and of course nobody's gonna be stealing things. It's not like some evil ghetto where I used to live and whatever, but it's the exact opposite. It's actually a good neighborhood and so on and so on. So I leave my door open, I go out, then I leave the next door open, which leads like the first entrance to the house. I go for a walk, I come back, and then I go to bed. I think it was Wednesday, and a couple of days ago I had already this feeling that this happened to me. I was like laying in bed and recording things, and then I was like I'm like a little mouse, sort of. You have to have super good ears, so like I hear every little tiny bit, and when like the heater makes this ding, I don't know how, the cracking sound, and I like hear all the sounds. If there's the tiniest sound, besides I'm alone, and so on and so on. So when this happened a couple of days ago, I was like a little child, kind of afraid, and I was like, oh, like like, oh, there's a bad spirit, and then I was kind of like calming myself down. Oh, yeah, no, even if there's a spirit in the house, then it's a good spirit, a friendly spirit. But I was kind of like scared, like a little child, like of these sounds, whatever they were, whatever. And the same happened this day. But this time the sounds were like more for real. I was just like, there was somebody. Just, you know, like, whatever, like steps or something, like louder sounds. But then as I just smoked, I'm just like super lazy and I'm just like whatever, and just like you kind of think and you kind of tell yourself that it's not real or whatever, like, you know, you're just like, it's bullshit, like, and I did, like, you know, don't want to sun up, don't want to. And because it was dark and everything, as I say, I always move in darkness, then I just, everything in darkness, I don't see anything, blah blah, then I just fall asleep. But and this was the craziest feeling, that this was like the first time I understood about the two selves. This was the first time I felt like split up, like literally, you know. That's why the video with the third self and so on, the third eye, like there I literally felt it. I was two different selves. I was 99% of my being was already in the dream world, and I already even had a dream. I will record it in the next video because it's super epic. And yeah. So like the sound came a couple of times, blah blah blah, and that's why, because I was convinced that there is something, but then I was too lazy to stand up and whatever. I still fell asleep, but 1% of my being was still not falling asleep, and I had already a dream. That's why I was literally split up. It was like there was a tube, and the tube would be like arm length. It would like go from my head to somewhere, and this was the feeling when I woke up also. Like I saw the tube, it would be a gray tube, like that thick, and it would go somewhere from my head, somewhere into this world, and it was, I say, it would be like just arm's length, as far as I can reach my arm. This is the end of the tube. So just this is a feeling alone was super crazy already. So to say, I'm like literally split up, and then suddenly, meow. I'm just like, what the fuck? Stand up. I'm still in this scared mode, and I'm just like, because this was like in Australia. The guy at whom I was couch surfing, he told me his cat once scratched his chest when he was walking inside the house, and then he closed the door, but then the cat's tail was in the door, and the cat went mad and scratched his chest like crazy. And I'm just like, what if the cat scratches me, kind of like goes completely mad and whatever. And then within the same second of me thinking this, I was like, oh my god, come on, calm the fuck down now. This is a ridiculous house cat. What the hell is she gonna do? So I take my mobile, switch on the light of the mobile, and go, and there's a cat. And I thought it's my neighbor's cat. One day later, it turned out it wasn't even my neighbor's cat. It was like another neighbor's cat or whatever. So but so not hers, not the neighbor opposite. I thought it's the opposite neighbor's cat. That's of whom I dreamt that she's dead. Because this happened like once, 2-3 years ago. I left the door open because I was outside with the kids, whatever, and then the cat came in. So I let the cat out, and yeah, nothing happened. So then I returned to bed, and then I just like took my mobile, like autopilot, and then I started recording how crazy this was and whatever. And then suddenly I remembered my dream. I literally already had a dream, but as soon as I heard, like as I said, I was instantly there. Like I was in the dream, in this world, like in both worlds at the same time, like completely crazy. The next day after, I was just like, I researched Freya, and then I just like, yeah, Freya's car is being pulled by two cats. Freya's chariot, I think that's the term, that's the wording. And she's also said to be the goddess of cats, the cat goddess. You know, I used to research, but yeah. So that's kind of the thing. This was my meeting with Freya, and the dream that came along with it is kind of like meeting Freya will record it, but then I need to add some more things with this Silver Surfer dream, so I will upload it way later once I have the program done. Okay guys, this is how it was. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one. Bye.